What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special snippet episode of Hot Takes and Cold Brews. I'm Chris. No David, no Ruben this week. Schedule's just been a little off, so we wanted to at least put something out there, at least to get you guys going. It's going to be a quick episode. It's going to be a lot of hot takes just coming straight at you, plus a little throwback beer review at the end, so stick around for that. Once again, it's just it was a tough week schedule-wise. Lots been going on, so we wanted to at least put something out for you guys. And if you want to follow their handles, they're still around. We got all our handles here. Make sure you follow us. But before we get started, let's show some love for our sponsors. You got Tammy at Espresso Yourself, going to get you the best haircuts for your summer needs. You're going to look fresh to death, and you're going to love everything for it. Hit her up on her Instagram at Espresso Yourself and get fresh to death. Second one is going to be Rosie's New York Pizzeria. Is right on the Alameda. Football season is upon us. We are ready for some delicious pizzas on Sundays or any day of the week. Get your garlic knots, get your beer, get your salads and pastas. You can't go wrong with Rosie's. So now let's get started with our sports section. We got quite a bit to go over. Hit it. No timer because this whole thing's on timer. So we got the Olympics. It's coming to a close. It's been very exciting events, learning a whole lot of new sports that I had no idea even existed. It's exhilarating. It's the electric factory, like extreme climbing, all for it. Sign me up for that all day, every day. The Simone Biles little saga that we had has been very confusing for normal viewers. Again, all about mental health, all about what Simone did initially. A little confusing when she decided to come back. But congratulations on the bronze. I'm glad you were able to still not have the twisties on the balance beam because that could have been really dangerous. And I'm glad that you were able to overcome whatever was bothering you. So again, not touching that subject further than that. Congratulations. Team USA is obviously kicking ass. China's, I think, got more gold medals at the moment. I don't know. Screw it. It's the Olympics. We're just here to enjoy it and watch events all day long. Other than that, the MLB trade deadline was electric as well. It was crazy. I'm not the biggest baseball fan. However, the biggest trades I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the Giants. Okay, first of all, the Cubs and the Nationals, they do not have any more teams. I don't think there's anybody left on those teams, to be honest with you, especially from the World Series teams. But the Giants got Chris Bryant. Huge play for the Giants. Did not give up even a top 50 prospect in their pool, which is big dick energy from Farhan Zaidi. The Dodgers gave up the farm to literally grab two more, all pro, whatever, all-star Gold Glove, Cy Young, Scherzer, and Trey Turner just to keep up with the Giants. And the Giants still only have like 1/5 or maybe 1/8 now of their salary that the Dodgers have. The Dodgers are just in real mode trying to catch the Giants. Hilarious. Everyone else, yeah, just big trades. The Yankees got players, just the Mets are keeping pace. It's weird. It's just a lot of big names moved, which made it exciting. NHL and NBA free agency started. Not a lot of big moves for our Warriors, but I think something big's coming down the pipeline. Everyone else, LeBron just cannot stop selling players from the Lakers. I mean, it's just ridiculous. LeBron, you have a new team every year. This is why I don't respect you. I don't care. I don't care what you say. You're just a joke to me. LeBron, you can ruin any team. It doesn't matter. And it just happens to be the Lakers, which I don't like even more, but that's fine. So be it. Gold Cup. Hey, United States adding another trophy to their case, which would otherwise probably be empty in soccer if it wasn't, well, I'm talking about United States men's soccer, of course. But Gold Cup win over Mexico, good win. Always a nice solid win against your rivals. Just let's bring that energy to the World Cup next year. And I'm excited. I'm ready to watch some of the young talent bring it to the world stage, and hopefully they can kick some ass. I'm all about it. And then today is Thursday. It is the Hall of Fame game, which means a football season has officially started for fans. There's going to be a game to watch tonight. That means preseason starting. That means the regular season is right down the pipeline, and we are stoked for it. So once again, just to reiterate that this podcast will be coming back in its full force Thursday, September 9th, right before that game that night. And the first game of the regular season will come back with fresh takes for all of you. Now, moving on to the next one, which was my rent-free a couple weeks ago. It's Delta variant being a very, very big / little bitch. And like being a pain in our ass. Let's just put it that way. We now have mask mandates in most of the states. aside from like, the usual ones that really didn't do much the first time. But it's kind of like getting a little worrisome. All right. Mask mandates means no play dates, and no play dates means no fun for the doggies and everyone else out there. And just a little concerning. Don't want it to get that bad again. We're really settling into 2021, and 2022 is going to be even better. So I hope everything that needs to get done gets done, whether you're vaxxed or not. I'm not getting into that argument because that's not what this podcast is about. We're about fun. We're about poking fun. And Delta, you suck. And now there's Delta plus Lambda. It sounds like a freaking statistics or calculus equation. And you know what? Your boy over here hasn't taken that in a while. So knock it off with that shit. Also, Delta Plus sounds like a subscription package. Who paid extra for the commercial free Delta? We don't need that. Cancel their subscription right now so we can go back to what is going on with us and having hot boy summer, hot people summer. We're still going hard. I don't want to have to go back. All right. I ain't going back. Anyways, so other than that, let's just try to kick back. Let's have some fun, take some sips, and let's get it done so we can have a great rest of our year into the following years. Be healthy and be smart. Speaking of the rent-free thing that I mentioned prior, I have something rent-free for you guys this week. What's living in my mind rent-free is that douchebag on Frontier Airlines this last week. If you haven't seen the clip, please watch it. It is so funny in the wrongest way. Like, obviously, anything happening in the air, if that was happening on my flight, I'd probably be shitting bricks because I don't want people moving around that much. But this asshole, belligerent kid, seemed like a kid, college kid, whatever, on Frontier Airlines, again, okay, if you know Frontier or if you know the airlines that Frontier is associated with, apparently groped and was being belligerent. He groped airline officials, flight attendants, and was being belligerent and even punched one of them. So what they did is they used the extended seatbelt things and duct tape to restrain him to his seat, which was A1 material. And it was all on film, which I love too. And here's like the kicker for the whole situation too. Like, they had it under control. They duct taped, like gag taped him essentially, which again, there's probably other protocols, but applauded. There's a certain situation in the air. Another video came out today where he continued to talk shit while he was bound to the seat. He somehow got the tape off his mouth and he was talking more shit. Mad, like, big Rick James, the Chappelle Show skit of Rick James vibes from when he's like saying F your couch and they beat the shit out of his legs and he's still proceeding to say F your couch and you should have never gave you people money. Hilarious stuff, like mad vibes from there. That's like A1 content. I'm all about it. Speaking of A1 content, tonight's actually going to be exciting for multiple reasons, not just football. We're supposed to have new music tonight at midnight, which is supposedly supposed to include Kanye West's Donda album that was supposed to come out a while, and then he decided to lock himself up in Mercedes-Benz Superdome and live there. And now it's supposed to be. I don't want to be saying Donde Está. I want to say Donda Está Aquí. I want to make sure that this album comes out because Kanye, you've really been effing with the music game lately. And this is supposed to be an epiphany, according to Respectfully Justin, right? On Twitter, and everyone else like KD and everybody else. I want this new music. Let's see what you got. Also, The Weeknd's coming out with a single tonight. Super stoked for that because he's been hyping us up since After Hours. After Hours was an all-time banger album, but now we're supposed to get into like some really dark shit, which I'm all for. That's old trilogy House of Balloons Weeknd. I'm here for it. If you can bring that vibe a little bit to a couple songs, I'm there. Music's back. Everything's back. The vibe is back. Let's just hope it continues that way. And also, speaking of new music that I need, Drake. I can't give Kanye West shit without giving you shit because you were supposed to have Certified Lover Boy out in January. And I've been waiting for this music forever. So get on your shit and let's get the new music out. All right. So for our final two things of the podcast episode, we're going to get into Thirst Trap of the Week, which the award goes to Ana de Armas, the extremely sexy, extremely beautiful actress / model, was going to be doing like a little like kind of not cameo. I don't want to say cameo, but she was doing a portrayal of Marilyn Monroe and like on her life. And it was like a mini series or a mini movie on Netflix. Well, Netflix officials pulled the movie from their platform or from even getting put on their platform because, quote unquote, it was so sexually driven and so sexual that it was they were terrified and horrified. To say that about Marilyn Monroe, who was a sex icon on her own, that somebody was able to portray that, that's a stonk rising. Anna, you're already hot as hell and you're managing to pull off that type of vibe. Just come fuck my life up, please. I'm here for you. What do you need to do? Is this going to get some 50 Shades stuff? Major Women Crush Wednesday, Women Crush Always vibes. Anna, hit me up. I'm here for you, baby. And the last one, of course, is Alpha of the Month. And alpha is, of course, somebody that don't give any shits about anything and will assert their dominance in any situation. That person with unrelying, insatiable content is going to Gardner Minshew from the Jacksonville Jaguars. A little backstory, Jacksonville Jaguars just drafted pretty boy, California Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence, first overall to be their quarterback. Well, Gardner Minshew was their quarterback last year, and if you see on the photo here, he's like some old school like country punk rocker. You know, he's got the handlebar mustache. He looks like he should have a bandana around his head always. He's got the mullet. He's a badass. He's hilarious. I actually love him. Shout out Washington State. But he literally was saying that he hasn't taken a shit in over 2 weeks. And again, this was a couple weeks ago when he said it, but he hasn't taken a shit in over 2 weeks because being number 2 is not an option. What a vibe. He refuses to be number 2 on the depth chart. He's not conceding or accepting the fact that they drafted this kid and he's not going to have to go out there and earn it. Alpha move of the month. It's going to almost go down as alpha move of the year when we have our awards at the end of the year. Amazing vibes. Loving that for you, Gardner Minshew. It's going to make that football season that much more exciting, which starts again tonight. But that is actually the conclusion of our little expedited episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please always like, comment, subscribe. We are here for you. We're still going to be here for you. We're just going to take a little hiatus until September 9th, which was our next episode we'll be dropping, because it'll be the start of football. We'll have actually a lot more fresh content for you. We'll bring it back, studs and duds, rent free, WTF, thirst traps of the week, alphas of the month, a whole lot new content. We're excited. By then we should have our merchandise ready to go for order. So once again, stick around. We have the throwback beer review that's going to come on right after this. But as always, stay true, stay you, hot takes and cold brew, everybody. Take it easy. All right, guys, we got a special review here at Beerlands inside of Outside Lands today. Today we have the Pacific Coast Hopway from Sonoma Springs Brewing Company. We're going to have a review for you right now. All right, guys, we got the Pacific Coast Hopway here, once again from Sonoma. I have a special guest today with us. It's David Gallo from House Family Vineyards. He's the wine guy, so maybe he can break down the flavors for us. David, here is a taste. Give us what you think. Give us a score. I want to see a professional score out of you, my friend. You gotta sift it. If this was a wine, what would you compare it to?
Like a Cabernet Sauvignon that doesn't have a lot to it. It's pretty dank, but there's not much else besides that. It's light.
Give me a score, buddy.
Do like a 7-1.
Too much of those Cascade hops, making it too bitter for me. Again, the keg doesn't feel like it. On the back end, it just doesn't do it. Probably wouldn't drink again. I'm going to give this a 6-1. Honestly, don't think the dankness does it for me. I am not too thrilled with the flavor, but you know what? Right outside, we're having a good time. There's a review. Crush it, because no beers left behind, baby.
Straight up crushed it.